Alright, alright. Hello. Hello, my friends. Today I'm going to be working on crocheting Anya's Mr. Chimera Pluffy. Mr. Chimera, Mr. Chimera. Her little... I've made one before. I'll put, like, when I edit this later, I'll put an image of the one I've made before. But, I'm going to be cosplaying Anya this weekend for Atlanta Comic Con. So, I sold the other plushie. And I sold it to a little girl who didn't really even know what it was. But that was fine. You know, she was cute. She just wanted to play with it and, like, she thought it was a cat or something. I don't know. But I have plenty of supplies. I have plenty of crochet experience. I'm going to be using a base pattern of, actually, I'm going to use the base pattern of this little piggy here. This piggy uses a pattern by Rin Meow 21. If you like to crochet, I definitely recommend checking them out on Instagram, checking out their Etsy shop where they sell patterns. But I am going to use the base pattern and modify it. So unfortunately, I cannot tell you specifically how to make this because it would be giving away their pattern. But I will link to the little chubby piggy pattern. This is everything that I have made, like, literally this week. I did an Easter peep. This is just a free pattern online. You can just look up crochet Easter peep. It's hot pink. Then we have the chunky piggy. I have made several bunnies. These are also Rin Meow's patterns. This is a pattern that I came up with trying to make a smaller cow. I'm not quite happy with the proportions, so I gotta mess with it some more. I also have a fox back here and a couple cows. The fox and the cows are also Rin Meow. I just love their patterns. They're very easy to follow. They're very detailed. And so I just do a lot of my crochet based on their patterns. I'm pretty confident that I could finish the Chimera, like, probably in a night. I don't know if I'll finish it in this clip. I might have to do 2 clips once I edit this into a video. But I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to finish it pretty quickly. I am going to a con this weekend, and so that is what I need it for. So I will be rushing a bit. The only thing I think I am missing is scissors, so hopefully I have some in this bag right here. Please let me have scissors. I have hand lotion. I have... Aha! I do have scissors. I will tell you the yarn and supply. I feel like there's hair in my eyelashes, and there probably is because my bangs are right here, but I will tell you the supplies that I'm using, where I got it, the colors. The colors might seem a little off because the lights around me are blue right now. But I just thought we could hang out, chill. If you have something that you've been needing to work on and you need just to hang out with someone here, maybe while I'm working, you can work on whatever you need to get done. It'll be like a little study sesh, a little work session, you know? I'm wearing my Zen Noodles pants to be comfy. And I'm wearing my these are my old glasses. I lost my glasses. They're clear. They're my favorite glasses. They're very lightweight. They really suit my face shape, and I lost them. I have no idea where they are. No idea. So these are my old glasses. They're very round. I got them in kind of my hipster stage, so I don't love them, but that's okay. They get the job done. At least I can see. I am going to be using a 4.5 millimeter hook. I got these on Amazon. I'm pretty sure it's just the cheapest ergonomic crochet hook set that you can buy, but it's teal and it says 4.5 millimeter. I don't know what letter they are because the letter has worn off, but it's the measurement that matters, not the letter. So they're 4.5 millimeter, and I am going to be starting with a hot pink yarn for the body. Let me show you. Excuse me, kitty cat. Let me show you what I'm trying to make. Spy X Family, Mr. Chimera. Do I need light pink? I will need light pink. Okay. I have teal, light pink, white, and... Okay. No. This guy. This is what we're making. Can I like get a little picture of him? See, look, here's a crochet one. This is using regular yarn. I'm going to be using plush yarn. We're gonna do our best. This is the second one I've made, so I think it'll be pretty successful. So let me just grab the light pink yarn so I don't have to keep getting up, and then we'll get started. Uh-oh. There we go. Don't glitch out on me, camera. Come on now. No. Alright, I am going to play a little bit of something for me to listen to and watch. You guys will not be able to hear it because we're streaming on YouTube and it's a little much. Got it all muted so you can only hear me. Okay. Now I've got to double check if this is audible in here. No, it's not. Okay. All right, so let's get started. I didn't open up my pattern. Da, 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 da. I did buy the pattern on Etsy. With it's called Susu the Valentine Pig. So this is a little brighter pink than I would have preferred, but it's what I have. The last time I did it, I think I completely free-handed it. So having a little bit of a pattern to go off of is going to be very helpful. Today I was having a hard time streaming because I get so sleepy in the evenings to where I'm just like yawning constantly. And so I was having a hard time streaming, and so I started doing taking some glitch energy, honestly, before stream. I did it on Tuesday and it really helped. I don't typically like to have caffeine too late in the day, but as long as I have it by like 4-ish, if I'm going to be up late, then I can just kind of deal with it. So yesterday or Tuesday before I streamed, I had some, and then today I had the Magic Charms flavor, and I gave some to my boyfriend because he was going to jujitsu. You can use the code KPopTrash10 for a discount. I'm drinking peppermint tea today. One, two. I wasn't planning on going to Atlanta Comic Con, but I changed my mind. I'm gonna be going. A lot of my friends are going, and I already missed out on a lot of stuff by not going to KatsuCon. And Atlanta Comic Con, it's not a huge thing. Like it's pretty big, but it's more like family oriented, I feel like. It's not like an anime con per se. But I'm going to be cosplaying Anya, and that's why I need this plushie. Kitty cats! One, two. I went to Target earlier today because I wanted to. So I had a coupon for $4 off of a razor, right? And then the razors were on sale for $4. And so typically you are able to stack the coupon on top of the sale per the website policy. And then but it got all messed up because I tried to pay with my Target points, and apparently you can't pay with your Target points if you're using a coupon, which doesn't make any sense. Like, if I'm a loyalty member, why can't I double up and get the best deal, you know? I was getting so irritated. I just ended up returning them because I wouldn't have bought them if I didn't have the coupon and it wasn't working out. So I just returned them. And then I had to go pick up a few groceries, so I went to Aldi, and all their Valentine candles were marked down to $1. So I had to get one. But I was burning it earlier in the bathroom. Like, I keep a candle on my coffee table, and in the bathroom, and then like usually I'll only burn them if I have company, but it was a new candle, so I wanted to burn it, and I think it kind of like made my throat scratchy. Like I'm feeling a little froggy now. Oh, hang on a second. Kitty cat. What are you doing? Oh, the pipe cleaner. I need this, and I need those. So I'm on the 4th round right now, and the head is going to be 16 rounds. When you go shopping at Aldi, they don't have grocery bags unless you pay for paper bags or reusable bags. And what a lot of people will do is you can just pick up an empty box and use that for your groceries. So I used a box, like a strawberry flat. No. So I used a box, right? And then I put it in the kitchen by the trash can so I can take it out when it's garbage day. And if you can't tell by the commotion, my kitties are having a good time with the Aldi box. 2, 3. I'll be able to share with you guys what I'm doing for the other parts. I just don't want to explicitly tell you what I'm doing for the head and the body because it's a pattern that I paid for. But again, it's the little piggy pattern, the Susu, the Valentine pig on Rin Meow's Etsy store is the base pattern I'm using for the head and the body and probably the arms too. But I have a specific way that I do the little feet. Okay. Oh, I messed up. Hang on. 2, 3. And I'm working on the head right now. 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. One, 2. One, 2. 1, 2. This week has been pretty good. The weather's been a little weird. Like, it's been very unseasonably warm. And I'm going Sunday to get the supplies to build a garden, like garden beds, like the wooden planters on the ground in my yard, because I'm like pre-growing a bunch of stuff right now just in my kitchen and on shelves. I have some tomato plants going, and I'm trying to sprout some carrots, and then some sugar snap peas. Some other stuff I'm just going to buy the baby plants for. I also want to do squash and cucumbers and banana peppers. I want lots of tomatoes though, because I want to try and make salsa, my own salsa, because we eat a lot of salsa and chips here. You making this for Saturday? I am. I know I can do it because yesterday I literally made like this little piggy, 2 bunnies, and the fox. Or no, a little piggy, 1 bunny, and the fox. So I know I can make this before Saturday, for sure. And I'm using this like hot pink to do it. My hands are starting to get a little sore though, so like once I finish this one, I'll need to take a break for a few days. But I'll have a busy weekend, so I'll be able to do that. And I'll be like working in the garden Sunday because it's supposed to rain all weekend. So we're gonna go get the stuff to build our garden beds and put them together, and then I've got to go take some photos for my cousin. My cousin is trying to have some example photo shoots for her photography business. So I'm gonna go do this like paint splatter shoot that she's been wanting to do. I have to make fake paint though, because I think they use real paint in the example, and all I can think about is like if I get paint in my hair and I won't be able to get it out. So I found a recipe online for like, you know how you can have that like bathtub paint for little kids? They can like finger paint in the shower and stuff. You can make your own just using either shampoo or body wash and cornstarch and food coloring. Which works because we want it to be kind of like lighter pastel paint, like maybe a really light pink. So I'm gonna it'll be cornstarch, shampoo, and just like a little bit of dye in it to tint it. That way it'll wash off really easily. And then we'll use like a real paint bucket as a prop and paint brushes, but we'll have fake paint on us. Because I really don't want to be stuck trying to get it out of my hair. So this is the last round before I start giving the head like height. I have that song stuck in my head from all the Pedro Pascal edits. The sparkly fan cams, you know? I really want to play some music, but YouTube is so much stricter about their copyright that I don't want to get in trouble. Like, I have some royalty-free music. We could play the YouTube studio provided royalty-free music that you can use in your videos. Wait, did I do that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was crocheting today. I was so mad. I went to work, and usually it's a situation where I can do I just have a lot of practice now. How I can do them so quickly. I have a lot of the patterns down to memory at this point, so I just kind of do it. But normally when I go to work, I have a lot of free time and I can work on other things. And so today I took my laptop and I was going to work on editing a video. I'm editing another Happy Home Paradise video. And I got there and I forgot my AirPods. And I can't like work on videos and play them out loud in the situation I'm in. I don't even want to risk it because like getting a copyright strike is like doomsday on YouTube. 5. Like, I'm not even monetizing yet. I don't want to get a strike before I start monetizing. Three, 4, 5. The other night I was watching the SNL skits with Pedro Pascal uh, about him being a school teacher and saying that the students like keep making sparkly fan cams of him every single day. He's like, I don't understand why you do it. It's like he's so self-aware. Okay, now I do 2 rows. Okay. He's gonna be a chubby little guy. The colors are gonna be a little bit different from the last one that I made too, because this is a different brand. I'm using the Sweet Snuggles Light from Michaels, and it's hot pink. Sweet Snuggles Light and a 4.5 millimeter hook. This is my favorite yarn so far to use for plushies. I was using Bernat blanket yarn for a while, but it's just like a little too thick and it just doesn't have enough give to make a good plushie. Like, I'll use it in a pinch. Like, it's used in several of these behind me. It's just not my favorite. This other one, this is chenille yarn, and it's very fluffy, and it's got like the middle is like a thin string. I don't think I could watch that. I can't do anything that's like remotely like that. You know, I'm a big baby. Also, I sleepwalk if I get like really unnerving ideas in my head. Pedro. I know, I'm still yawning. I'm gonna eat some chocolate. Hang on. The weather's been so weird. It's been like hot and cold and hot and cold. I'm a little warm right now because I have the air and the heat off, just so the house can figure out what temperature it wants to be. I'm getting kind of hungry, but I'm waiting for Drake to get back from jiu-jitsu so I can have taco soup. I went on a cooking spree this week. I think it was Monday. No, it's so good. They really stayed true to the game. I know, but it's like zombies, right? I can't do it. Monday, I just went on a cooking spree. I cooked so many things. I pre-made 2 chicken pot pies. I made homemade crust. Made 2 chicken pot pies and froze them because I have these like glass Tupperware containers that you can also bake in if you take the lids off. So I made them in that and froze them. And then I made taco soup, and I like put it in jars, glass jars that hold about 2 servings. So I keep 1 glass jar out and I put it in the fridge so I can just heat it up this week, and then the other jars go in the freezer. So I made 2 chicken pot pies, taco soup with ground chicken, chicken soup, just like chicken veggie soup with homemade bone broth, baked spaghetti, is that all I prepped? Baked spaghetti. Oh, and roast with carrots and potatoes in the crock pot. I made so much food and then distributed out through the week. Like today for lunch, Drake had the roast, and yesterday for dinner. Yesterday, I actually cooked something different because I had a recipe in my head that I've been wanting to try where this mom was talking about how she like tricks her kids into eating veggies when they're really little. So she takes whatever vegetables she wants to use, and you can use like any vegetables, but if you want it to look more like pasta sauce, like make sure you have carrots or like sweet potatoes or both in there so that it gets that like orange color to it. I think she used like carrots and celery. I did carrots, celery, sweet potatoes, green onions, and squash, like squash that I froze from my garden last year. Um, and you cook it, you boil it in vegetable broth, you cook it down, and or you any kind of broth. I use chicken broth, so you boil it in broth, and you can add whatever seasonings you want. So I want it a little bit spicy, so I did red pepper flakes, garlic, black pepper, salt, lemon pepper, and like a little bit of Cajun seasoning, and cook that down until like most of the liquid is out of it. And you want the carrots to be like soft, like you can squish them. And then you put it in either a food processor or a blender, and you blend it down until it's like baby food basically. And then you put it back in the pan, add more broth to thin it out, and then you put your pasta direct, like your dry pasta, you haven't cooked it yet, in the sauce, and then you let that cook. And she called it like veggie spaghettios because she used little like O pastas. I use like macaroni noodles because I have a lot of that right now. And it was really good. Like you couldn't even taste that there were like vegetables in it. Like you know there's vegetables in it, but it doesn't taste like celery or whatever vegetables you're using. It was really good. So we had that last night. And then I tried to make myself chia pudding for breakfast because I had to wake up early to go to work. And I completely messed up the ratio. I did like not nearly enough chia seeds to the almond milk that I was using. And I got up this morning and it was just almond milk with some chia seeds in it. Um, it's got to be pretty equal if you want to do chia seed pudding. So then I was in a rush this morning because I thought my breakfast would be just like ready. So I fixed myself like a yogurt bowl. And that was still good because I didn't end up working as long as I thought I would. And I came home and ate chocolate covered pretzels. Win some, lose some, you know. Okay, I've done 2 rows for like the middle of the head, and now I'm gonna get into decreasing. I'm a little concerned about once I do the horns and stuff because the yellow I have is very thick. It's just Sweet Snuggles, and it's like twice as thick as this yarn, but I'm going to have to make it work because it's the only yellow I have. Right, decrease. This row that I'm doing is gonna give it like little chubby cheeks, which isn't super characteristic of, let's see, actually I think 9, 10, 11 to get down to 42. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. I think I'm going to modify this a little bit because I want the head to just be round. And this pattern is going to give it like... I literally had to last minute buy an Anya cosplay on Amazon. Or it's got to be an army. But I cannot last minute do this many plushies for everyone. Okay, I'm gonna change the pattern because I don't want the head to be like where you see he has like his cheeks are like a little more rounded out. I want his head to just be round. So I'm just gonna change it. So I did 2 rows. I'm gonna put 5 rows in the middle of just like going all the way around. So this is the third one. Do 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 do. I'm gonna start doing markets again soon. To sell my crochet stuff. Exciting. I really enjoy doing markets. I just did so many last summer that my hands were really hurting because of it. My joints hurt a lot and it just wasn't enjoyable. I would sit at the markets and I would crochet more, and that was worse because I was doing it in the heat because it was so hot outside, and so my hands and my knuckles would get really inflamed at the same time. And then I kept crocheting because I didn't want to run out of stuff, and I would crochet like all week. I'm bringing a container of peanuts. That's a good idea. Oh, I could bring like some peanut butter and stuff as extra props. I've got a few jars of peanut butter and a thing of peanuts. I wish I had the... I should have gotten... I was in Target one day with Drake and his brother, and I saw a peanut butter squishmallow. I should have gotten it because it wasn't like the Claire's one. It was just cute. I started making a really cute bag today. This one was like a little bit different. I don't know. Because I know Squishmallow releases like different variations depending on the retailer sometimes. But this one was like one of the big ones. I should have gotten it. But she does say peanuts, not peanut butter. So peanuts will be on brand. I definitely have a container of peanuts. And that'll be a snack for me to bring. Because I don't need to be buying food while I'm down there. With the state of my bank account. I have an appointment at the bank tomorrow, actually. I have to go do some account stuff. Okay, so that's gonna be single, double, 1, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So this is the 4th one, and then I'll do one more row, and then I'll start decreasing. And this will be the head. The tail is also fun. I hope I have enough teal to do it. Let me look at... I have a teal, and then I have like a mint green. So let me show you guys. We're making a bag. Oh yeah, I was making a bag. I can show you what it looks like. So here I need to decide because the teal I have is like kind of dark, but I feel like it's closer than mint green. The mint green I have is like this color mint green. Like it's very light. So I don't know if it would work. But I also don't know if I have enough of the teal to do both the mane, the wings, and the tail. So I might have to do mint green anyways. But I started making this bag. It's going to be really cute. It's a strawberry drawstring bag. I've made one like this before. I actually took it to the Twice concert last year. So I'm just going to do a couple more rows, and then it'll be just a little drawstring pouch with strawberries on it. So cute. Oh no, we gotta reschedule D&D. Yeah, I forgot that I had D&D Saturday, and then planned on going to Comic-Con. So okay, cool. We're rescheduling to Sunday. Okay, that works because I have plans in the morning Sunday, so I have to be back here anyways. I found that pattern because of the strawberry bag that Mina made. Yeah, like a little, like a carrying bag or like a sleeve. Because I was looking at making like wallets and card holders and stuff. So like same idea, like a sleeve. I have a pattern to make a backpack that has like Hootie from the Owl House in his little like traveling house, his little bird house. But it's very intricate. So I started doing it and then I stopped. Okay, single, double, 1, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like a sleeve with a handle. Yeah, I need the dimensions because I could do because I have this Halloween one, and I always say that it's perfect for like a book. So this would probably like in different colors, but this would do the job. Ah. It's like the perfect size to put a book in or an iPad or something, you know? So you open it up, little pocket. And I can like crochet a print on it or make it like plaid or put a little chick on it. I could probably put a chick on it. I can't believe that one didn't sell. I love that one. I can just imagine like in the fall having that, carrying around a little book. What is it, Mika? I hear you meowing. Yeah, I probably will swap to the mint green, actually. This is all I have of the teal, and I don't think it's going to be enough. This is also more blue than anything. And it's Bernat Blanket, which is the one I said I don't like that much. Yeah, give me the dimensions and then send me a picture of like you have a little chick logo, right? Is that do you have a chick logo or are you just completely associated with chicks that I imagine that? Send me a chick logo and I'll convert it into pixels. Cuz I have to like convert the pixels into stitches. and then I crochet on a grid. Usually I'll sit here so I can pull it up on my computer and just crochet. I asked Drake to pick me up some candy, and he said he forgot his wallet. Luckily, I forgot my wallet in the car. I can definitely afford $1 something bag of gummies. I have a chick logo on my Twitch, but I got it from Canva. I can't believe you found that chicken. That Squishmallow chicken. Not the chick, but the chicken. I love that. I want that. I was in Target today because I had to get like little tooth flossers, and I had to restrain myself because they had the cutest like wicker woven chickens for Easter and stuff for spring. They had all types of like chicken themed things for Easter, because I guess that's the jump we've made since oh yeah, I guess I'll go back to here. I guess it's the jump we've made from eggs to chickens. The eggs came before the chicken for Easter. Okay, now I'm going to start decreasing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Get my gummies. I need some gummy bears. I need to save my money, which is why I haven't gotten Squishmallows since when I came down for the rave. I haven't purchased any myself. And that one's really cute though. I love chickens. So even though I really, really want them, I need some restraint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I haven't been decreasing. What am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Decrease. Did you not get the chick one? Listen, what if I make you a trade deal? What if I trade you the chick with the bunny ears that was in my Squishmallow ranking for the chicken? This is the worst trade deal in the history of trade deals. 3, 4, 5. Decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, decrease, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the way I'm going to do this is I have to make the head, the snout, each little arm and leg, the 2 horns, 2, 3, 4, 5. The mane, the wings, which when I did the wings, I just had to like completely freehand it. I didn't even write it down. And the tail is a snake. 4. Mika! Decrease. Okay, now I gotta decrease in increments of 4. Decrease. 1. 2, 3, 4. Wait here. Let me grab the Squishmallow. I gotta grab my green anyways. He's not like that hard to make. Okay, I do have to say though, he does not have his tag because I'm a hooligan. But he lives on a shelf. He doesn't like go. He lived on that shelf, and now he's like sitting on a shelf in the living room because it's Easter. He's a cutie. I've seen people like sometimes they get this one's like ears are really on there. Sometimes when they have the different seasonal headbands, they are just kind of like tacked on. They're not fully sewn on. And some people, if they just wanted the base Squishmallow, they'll just like snip it off. But that one's like really on there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mika, what are you doing? Meow. Yeah, he's a cutie. I got him at Aldi, actually. I got that one and the koala at the same time at Aldi. It's so funny when you see Squishmallows at really random stores. Like, I saw those at Aldi. I saw some at Tractor Supply, but they were like farm themed. So that could have been a marketing thing. Like there was the black and white cows, a goat. I think they had a chicken, but it wasn't very cute. A pig. But they were all like farm themed, so it kind of made sense for them to be at Tractor Supply. It was just really odd seeing them there. Decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4. Decrease. 1, 2. So normally when I do the heads, I have to put the safety eyes. Yes, Tractor Supply store. That's where I get my cat food and my cat litter. It's so much cheaper there. Like if you use the pine pellets, you can literally get like a 40-pound bag for like $7. It's so much more affordable because you just get the pine pellet horse bedding instead. 1, 2, 3. Decrease. Also, Kenma's like expensive food is the cheapest there. So the one he has to eat so his bladder doesn't explode. But normally I'll attach the safety eyes to the head before I stuff it. But what I'm going to do for these is I'm going to crochet like white circles to sew onto the head, and then I'm going to put a safety eye in the circle. So I'll put a safety eye in the circle, and then I'll sew the white part onto the head. So as soon as I'm finished with the head, I'll just go ahead and stuff it. And then I'll move on to the next piece. But I'm going to try and get all of the pink pieces taken care of. 1, 2, 3. The only reason we go to that store. Yeah. Especially like if you get the Feline Pine brand cat litter, it's like 3 times as much for a smaller bag, and it's literally the same thing. Especially like with 4 cats in the house, I'm coming up with the cheapest route to handle the cat litter and the cat food. I can get the 48 count pack cans of cat food for the other cats, and then go get Kenma's little individual cans. And then since we have the automatic feeders and we can't control like which feeder Kenma's gonna go to, we just feed them all the urinary health food, which I suppose it's good for all of them, you know. It's just more expensive. One decrease. 1, 2 decrease. I had to get another giant box of stuffing. I get the 10-pound box, which is a big box of stuffing. And I finally ran out after like a year. So when you open it, they package it like the like, you know those mattresses where people like open them up from like Casper or Amazon or whatever, and then they just expand, like it comes in a little box and then it expands into a full mattress size. That's how it is. They like vacuum seal the stuffing down into the box. So once you open it, there's no going back. It just rises up out of the box and it will not fit in there. So I had to get the old box to put like some of the cascading piles of stuffing and to keep it from going everywhere. Because like once you unleash it, there's no putting it back. 1, 2 decrease and 1. Okay, so that's the last stitch on the head. And then I have to leave enough left to sew the head to the body. Yeah, I pretty much exclusively handle the litter box, so I do whatever I want. In the summer, it's a lot better because we're like, you know, obviously we're in a house with a yard. So I will like a couple times a week literally take the litter. Thank you for the follow. Call me Lois. Call me Lois. They really squished that for real. Yeah, they did. I'll literally take the litter boxes outside a couple times a week and just hose them down because I don't like to use. The Cat Whisperer says not to use like cleaners on your litter boxes if you can avoid it, because that is what could make them like pee other places in your house, because that's the only thing where they can like mark their territory and you not get mad at them. Like that's their scent. So he says like don't use like heavy cleaners and bleach or vinegar, anything like that. So I take them outside and I hose the crap out of them, and then like if that doesn't get them like clean, then I'll use vinegar because that's at least not chemical, and then I'll like rinse them out again and leave them out to dry. Okay, so here's a little noggin. Okay, here's his little head. Chimera head. He's a little lumpy. Hang on. When you stuff these, a lot of people complain, like when they're first learning how to do. These are called amigurumis. When you start like crochet stuffed animals are amigurumis, and they'll complain that it's like not shaped the right way or doesn't look the same as the photo, and like most of the problems can be solved just by distributing your stuffing properly. If you don't distribute it well enough, you're not going to end up with the right shape. So we have a head. Now I'm going to do his arms are all pink. And they're pretty like stubby, like they're like little flat stumps. So I'm going to start by doing a ring of like 6 stitches. So I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then I'll do a row of increases. So that means you do 2 stitches in each one, making 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then what I can do to make sure I have that like flat end of the hand is the next row I'll crochet in the back loop only for 12 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So then typically my arms are like 7 stitches long, 7 rows. So I'm going to not count the first 2 because that's not going to count for the length. So I'm going to see what 7 looks like. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Also, a lot of patterns will tell you to work in the round or work in a spiral. I don't like doing that because I often lose my place. And if you're working in a spiral and you lose your place, you're not really going to know where the start or finish. Hi, Kiri! Where the start or finish of the row is going to be. So I like to work in rows even when I'm working around. So that means like I'll work my 12 stitches that count for this row, and then I join it to the first stitch. You can hear Drake coming home. And then I just join it, and then I chain up and I make a new row. So each one is like I make a row, I finish it, and then I move up instead of working in a spiral all the way around. Because I just lose my place a lot. So this helps me know where the definite beginning and end of each row is. So this is the 4th row. This is the 5th row. Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to need at least 7 to get the look I want. This is the 6th row. So in total, it'll be 9 rows. Thank you. Huh?
I rolled with a brown belt. If you know anything about brown belts, it's like I know you're streaming, but they have like between 5 and 10 years of experience.
Interesting.
And I've never been handled in such a way. I was like, oh yeah, I'm good. Like I felt stronger than the dude, and he was just like, your arm's broken, boom, you're choked out. Like it was insane. I felt like he was a magician.
Did you get humbled?
I got humbled. Fucking. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to curse. Sorry, but.
Careful, I'm on YouTube.
You're on YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Hello. I don't know if they can hear me, but let me pop up your stream. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you that.
Nice. You can tell me more about it when I'm finished. Okay, so 7 rows gives me this little stubby arm. So I'm gonna leave some to sew the arm on with. And I like how that turned out. So like what I did was when I did the row where it says back loop only, that makes this really like defined edge for this to be like a flat stubby arm. And then I gotta make another one. Let me open my gummy bears though. This is not really the best stream snack. Okay, same way, other arm. Start with a round of 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Have you brought Haribo for the entire class? I specifically requested the Haribo. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, and then the next row is going to be back loop only, 12 stitches. If this turns out well, I might type this out as a pattern. And I'll sell the chimera pattern, and everyone can make their own chimeras. Back loop, join, chain 1. All right, and then 6 rows of 12. I need to like I have some business cards from my crochet account, so I need to make sure I have those on me when I'm at Chattanooga Comic or not Chattanooga at Atlanta Comic Con. Um, so when people are like, "Oh, like your plushie's so cute," I'll be like, "Thanks, I made it." Here, plug myself. Promote. Alright. Make sure it doesn't get copyright. Oh my god, yeah. I'll have to be like, because they can't copyright the term chimera, is the one thing that I have going for me. As long as I don't put like Spy Family in there. Spy Family is what got me. I said Spy Family Anya, Spy Family Anya hat. And it just stinks because so many people have anime stuff up all day long that doesn't get copyrighted. But me, who is like physically making this with my own hands, gets copyrighted on Etsy. It stinks. So I'll be like, stealth familial unit chimera plushie instead of Spy Family. Another one. See, the little pieces work up fast. Like, I'm almost done with both arms. Then we'll move on to the body. One, two, three, four, five. Two more. Four. You can tell though that his like he's a stuffed animal and he's usually in the sitting position and his legs are sewn on in the sitting position because when she's like holding him up in the air his feet are still like out in front of him. So that's how I'll sew these on. Or the legs on. These are the arms. One, two, three, four, five, six. Last row. One, two, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Join and finish off. Now we have 2 little arms. And now I will move on to the body. Get a drink. Da, 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 da. One second. I have to figure out my my Instagram payout for my reels was incorrect this month. It was like my actual payout, like the money that hit my account was like 50% of what it was supposed to be. Like Instagram is on one end telling me I should get this much and then half that much hit my account. Which has never happened before. Actually, that reminds me. I was gonna log into Instagram on my computer. If I can remember my password. Bro. Bro. Okay, whatever. I'll do it later. Have you had any allergies lately? Yes, it has been terrible. Typically, when the weather goes from that cold to hot, hot to cold, everyone feels like sick. Like everyone gets really bad allergies because the plants get confused and start blooming pollen. Usually the very temperature sensitive ones, like flowers, like we have a lot of those yellow buttercups blooming right now. And then in general, when it goes from cold to warm as quick as it did, you just get congested. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the body is going to be a little bit smaller than the head to give him that cartoony look. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then I'm going to work all the way around using single crochets and then increases. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I don't know if you guys can hear the train that's going by. And then on the next row, I'm going to do 3 single crochets and then an increase and repeat that all the way around. 2, 3, 4, 5. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I really need to edit a video tomorrow and get the preview up for my Patreon. So my Patreon gets a sneak peek of my upcoming YouTube videos either on Tuesday when it goes up on Friday, or on Friday when it goes up on Tuesday. So they get complete early access to the full video before everyone else does. And it's almost like they're my mini editors. Like they get to the top 2 tiers. They get to see it when I think it's good enough to put it out. And sometimes there's mistakes to be caught. So it's a little more raw. And then it goes live the following posting day. Okay, then I'm going to do 4. So I'll like split up the 4. When I do 4 and then increase, I'll split it up. So I'll do 2 at the beginning and then an increase. And then I go into the 4 just to kind of distribute where the increases are. That probably only makes sense if you know like crochet terminology, but it helps make it more even all the way around. So that means when I get to the end of it, I'll need to do just 2 single crochets to add to the first 2, making 4. Increase. 1, 2, 3, 4. Increase. 1, 2, 3, 4. Increase. So the head, to get to the widest point, I did 5 single crochets and then an increase all the way around. For the body, I'm only going up to 4. So it's going to be like 1 row narrower. Yeah, they're like my proofreaders. They're like mini editors. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because they can be like, hey, this is weird. Or hey, your music is just played over the entire video with no other audio. Or like, there was a Codeco video where there's just a chunk, like a few minutes, where the YouTube editor feature like messed up on him, and so it just played music, like royalty-free music, over what he was saying. He was just there. People were wondering if whether or not he meant to do it. It was a whole thing. I think the video is still up because honestly it's kind of iconic. So now I'm going to do 6 rows of just going around to like make the height of the body. I actually so I wanted to start making these bunnies back here as we approach Easter, because it'd be really cute in someone's Easter basket, like cute little gift. I've already sold a couple, and then I wanted more springy colors, so I went to Michael's, and my plan was to just get like a light green and a light blue, because I already had light pink and that was really Eastery, and I had an off-white for the bunny colors. And then I got there and they had this hot pink, and I had my sister with me. She is an enabler, but she's really into hot pink right now because of the whole like 90s Y2K coming back. And so she wanted me to get the hot pink, and I ended up making peeps out of it. That was my validation. I know we're making the Chimera, so it works out. But there was a sale going on where it was like buy two get one free. So it was like, oh well, if I'm getting the blue and the green, like I'll just get the hot pink. And I was like, well, they have two things of the white, not off white, but two things of white, which I use for everything. My cows, the bunnies, the foxes. Like I use it in everything. So it's like, well, there's two things of white left, so I could go ahead and get the two white ones. I'm like, well, if I get two white ones, then I need to get another one. And so I ended up leaving with, how much yarn did I leave with? Two light pinks, two whites, light blue, light green, hot pink. And then I'm like, well, I gotta get the sale. What else did I get? Hot pink, white, white, light pink, light green, light blue. And then I got orange. That's 8. I got 9 things of yarn. What was the other one I got? I don't know, but I got like 9 things of yarn. Because I spent like $60 and it ends up being like $20 for 3. And this was a couple weeks ago. So I've been making a lot of bunnies in the pastel colors. And made a couple of cows. I made a fox wearing overalls. He was really cute. And now I'm making the Chimera. So it's fine. Everything's fine. I think tonight I'll probably get the... I got the head done. I got 2 arms done. And then I'll do the body. And I think that's what I'll get done tonight. Because my hands are a little bit sore. I love the Y2K aesthetic. Not the bling aesthetic that gets confused for the Y2K. But the OG Y2K aesthetic. Yeah, like I went to a drag rave in town. Where they had a costume contest and it was Y2K. So I kind of went for a Christina Aguilera-esque inspo, but also with the like pastel pink vibe. So what I did was I have pink Fila's, like light pink Fila's. I wore those, and then I have these white wide leg high rise, not white, these light pink wide leg high rise pants that I wore. And then I have like a My Melody top, you know, those fuzzy, like the tube tops. Well, it has spaghetti straps, but it has like the ears. I wore a My Melody shirt, and then I wore a pink cardigan over it. I kind of like wore it like shrugged off, but I had a pink cardigan with like embroidery that I thrifted. And then I had a very blonde wig, like a very like Paris Hilton, Britney Spears level blonde. And I put a couple little braids in it, but I braided in these glow star beads that I had. And then I had these little tiny orange sunglasses that I wore, like, and I had a belly chain that had gummy bears on it. And what else did I do? Oh, and I had a fluffy, like really fluffy white bucket hat that just said Truly in pink. And I would have gone for my typical Matrix-esque style had I known. Yeah, it was a few months ago. I think it was like November. I don't know if they'll keep. Actually, they disbanded the group that called Drag Rave. Like, doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately. Um, but I ended up winning, but it was kind of like when you win, you get passes to Drag Rave, and I was usually there as a vendor. Like, I was selling crochet stuff, and I was doing face paint at the time. So I just like gave my passes to people that were there. But I like to win, and anything that has a costume, I will put a costume on and be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm on row 8, and I need to get to row 11 before I do anything different. I'm really excited to cosplay Anya this weekend. I haven't cosplayed her in a while. Alright, this is row 8. My least favorite part about making these plushies is sewing them together. This is row 9. Yeah, this was like, it was smaller, but it was monthly and it was consistent and they always had themes. It was fun, but they're not doing it anymore. I've been going to Atlanta a lot recently, though. This doesn't even look like pink in front of me because I have like a purple light above me, blue lights around the ceiling, and then I have my computer screen. Not gonna lie, I need to go to a rave at least once. Cottanooga usually had a rave. I don't know if they've had one as of lately, like post-COVID. I don't think they had it this year. I'm not sure. I didn't go at all. Is that one it? I can't tell.
Like carrots and
No, that's chicken soup.
chicken soup.
Yeah. You might have to add chicken broth to it if it's like too thick.
Yeah.
Gotta start getting my dinner ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, this is row 10. So 2 more rows, and then I'll start decreasing. I went to a somewhat chill late night hotel lobby party my roommate was holding, though. He had some issues with security to throw their own room parties. I'm not sure if they did, they used to do the Nougat Nights over at the Chattanoogan. Did they do that this year, or did it have to be in the convention center again? Because it wasn't as fun when they did it in the convention center because there's rules about drinking and stuff. Because they used to have it where like there was con hosted room parties at Con and it was at the Chattanoogan in the little like event rooms, and so you could kind of like work your way around, and it was free, and there would be like you got ID'd to even get in the hallway, and then you got ID'd to get into the party, and there was a Nougat Nights was in the convention center near the escalators. Okay, yeah, they did that again. That's just like not as fun. I wonder why it's not at the Chattanooga anymore, if it's a funding issue. Because they used to have like parties, like little room parties where there would be DJs and you could just kind of circulate and you could get a drink in that room to fit like whatever theme that room was. It was a lot of fun. And then 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's in the fridge. It's in a box.
Oh.
No, that's milk. Are we out? It's just on a shelf.
I don't see it.
Did, I must have used it all.
I mean, we could put a little bit of milk in it.
You could put a little bit of, yeah, a little bit of milk, a little bit of water maybe. Because it's got cream cheese in it. Talking through taco soup. Okay, this is the last row where I just work around. So now I'm going to start making it narrower, taking it in. So I'm going to decrease by 4.
Sorry. I thought I was out of the frame.
You're not. Your little nip nips are going to get me demonetized.
Not my nip nips.
I didn't see any official parties or booze being started at the convention center or the Marriott. The Marriott was cool with lobby parties, but it's the room parties they have issues with. I haven't been in the Marriott. That was a fairly new thing. Yeah, it was always really cool because like once it hit like 9 o'clock, you could migrate back to the Chattanoogan, which is like straight behind and across the street from the con. 1, 2, 3, 4. Decrease. And they had the burlesque show back there before.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Decrease. 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 And I'll do 2 more rows of decreasing, and that'll be the body. 1, 2, 3, 4. Decrease. They had some alcohol and cigars Friday and Saturday night at the Stay Bridge. That was on the con schedule. Interesting. Yeah, that's new. 1, 2, 3. Decrease. 1, 2, 3. Decrease. 1, 2, 3. Decrease. decrease. 1, 2, 3, decrease. 1, 2, 3, decrease. 1, 2, 3, decrease. Okay, and then the last row. Honestly, I don't think I'm ever drinking whiskey again. Whiskey is rough, man. Okay, last one is going to be decreases. So you're going to do 2 and then decrease. So I'm going to split up. So I'm going to do 1 decrease, and then I'm going to change to 2 decrease. And then when I get to the end, I should have 1 stitch, 1 single crochet left. Decrease. 1. Get down now, Kuro. Get off the. Oh. No. Sorry, guys. He tried to jump on the stove. You know what you get for that? Water gun. My child. Goodness. 1, 2. Decrease. 1, 2. Decrease. And then 1. Join. And I don't have to leave a string for sewing because that string is on the head. Then there's going to be a little body. I'm just going to give it a little stuff. They had the burlesque and show and drag shows. I'm hoping people will be attending the parties at Metrotham Con this year. Yeah, I'm really excited for Metrotham Con. I'll be guesting at the Anime Fest in town coming up in April. And some of the other guests, like Vina Cause, will be there. And she's guesting at Metrotham Con as well. I'll be guesting at Metrotham Con. It'll be cool. Okay, I want the body to be well stuffed because I want him to be able to like sit. So I want to make sure that enough goes around the edges so the bottom is relatively flat. Okay, so here's the body. Here's the head. He looks like a little snowman right now. The body kind of looks like it's wider than the head. I might need to stuff the head some more. So the body and the head. And then we'll have his little arms. It's coming together. It'll make more sense later. But I am going to go ahead and start wrapping things up because I'm going to start making dinner. And I had to wake up really early this morning, so I'm really tired. But from here, I will be continuing making this tomorrow. I'll probably turn it into a video, the process of making it, and maybe even post out a pattern. Anime Fest is being advertised almost exclusively on Instagram. I told the guy running it that he needs to make a Facebook event page because a lot of the anime groups are on Facebook. He actually sent me the flyer, so I can send it to you. I'll send it to you. That way you can distribute wherever you want. And then the link as well. Okay, there we go. I sent you the flyer and the link to the tickets and stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up so I can eat dinner. Keep an eye on, if you don't follow my crochet Instagram, it is here. Let me drop it in chat. That's my crochet Instagram. I'll have to talk to the new anime club president and club officers about seeing what we want to do there. Yeah, I told them, they said that they brought a flyer to the Saudi Daisy library, and they brought a flyer like to downtown and Spencer's and Box Lunch and whatever. I'd never heard of it before. They reached out to me. But it's an extra day to be anime. There's going to be a cosplay contest. I'll be a judge. So it'll be a lot of fun. So if you want to do something that Saturday, definitely come on out. But